All right, folks, now that you're not going anywhere for a while, it's time for our Snickers Fox Watch. And we begin with a gem as the Packers and Buccaneers battle for supremacy in the NFC Central. And calling that game today will be our own Dick Stockton. Good afternoon, Dick.
And good afternoon to you, JB. And I think Terry brought the cold weather, and that's a story here. Everyone anticipated the temperatures to be in the 80s. It is 50 degrees, clear and sunny. Even the Green Bay Packers were anticipating the heat because they came a day earlier than normal, but they are bundled up, and the temperature is going to be in the 50s today without question. And no doubt about it, it is a happening here in Tampa. When was the last time they had that? This game was sold out as early as last August, and you can credit a lot of the fans from Packerland. The Cheeseheads and the Brotheads, maybe 30,000 worth, will be here today, and we might see the largest crowd ever at Tampa Stadium to see the Buccaneers play. No major injuries as far as the Pack is concerned, but as far as Tampa Bay is concerned, well, the offensive line shuffled again. Jim Pine, injured last week against the Giants, out. George Diaz moves from right guard to left guard, and rookie Frank Middleton will start in right guard. Amazingly enough, this is the first time the Packers and Bucs have ever played this late in the season when they both have had winning records. Right now, let's send you to Philadelphia and Joe Buck.
All right, Dick, thank you very much. It is a cold day here in Philadelphia for a hot matchup in the NFC East. These two teams banging heads today, and a matchup of two young quarterbacks. For the New York Giants, there was no hotter quarterback in the NFL than Danny Cannell for the 5 weeks that he helped his team get to the top of the division. But he's been suspect the last couple of weeks, prompting his head coach Jim Fossil to say, if he is the reason why our offense is not productive, we'll make a change, in which case we'll see Dave Brown at quarterback, but do not look for a quick hook for Danny Cannell. For the Philadelphia Eagles, this has become Bobby Hoying's town, and why not? First 3 weeks as a starter, this young man has put up bigger numbers than any quarterback in Philadelphia Eagles history, and he is well aware of the situation the Eagles are in.
It feels good, but really, you look at the situation, our situation hasn't changed because 3 weeks ago we needed a win every week to, just to have a chance to get in the playoffs, and it's still the same thing.
Two teams fighting for the playoffs in 1997, two teams with second-year quarterbacks. That's the story in Philadelphia. Let's go to New Orleans and Kenny Albert.
Thank you very much, Joe. The Saints host the Rams, both teams coming off road victories last week. For St. Louis, defensive coordinator Bud Carson, who has never missed a game in his 23-year NFL career, is not here. Underwent gallbladder surgery on Thursday, but not before he left the hospital on Wednesday to help design the nickel defense. For the Saints, Billy Joe Hobart, a winner last week, gets another start at quarterback, and he will be without Alvin Harper, claimed on waivers from Washington Tuesday. Harper injured his ankle on Thursday. JB, back to you in Hollywood.
All right, Kenny, doubleheader Sunday here on Fox. Coming up later this afternoon, you'll see one of these three games. Minnesota at San Francisco, Washington must-win situation against the Cardinals, and Atlanta at San Diego. That 4 Eastern right here on Fox.